Hello, hello, hello. I am Mr. DZ, and I'm here to help you get an 800 on the digital SAT reading. So the purpose of my channel is to give you all the skills, examples, and experience you need to score an 800 on your digital SAT reading. So this playlist is called The Basics, and it's called The Basics because the stuff I'm going to talk about is basic, but it's important. I've been teaching the digital SAT for about a year. And I've been teaching the SAT in general for 3 years, and I've been teaching for more than 10. And I know that a lot of these basic things that we're going to talk about in this series are overlooked, they're forgotten, and sometimes they can cost a student points. So over the course of 6 videos, we're going to talk about 6 topics. Today's What is Grammar? It's a short video just about how to think about grammar. The next, we're going to talk about the structure of English. If you don't get this right, you're going to miss something. Talk about a few verbs, kinds of verbs. We're going to talk about phrases and clauses, if it's independent and if it's restrictive. All right, let's get started. But first, if you want an 800 or if your child wants an 800, then please subscribe and hit the bell icon, and I'll do my best to help. So first, we're going to talk about grammar, and the reason we're going to do this is because over my years of teaching, I have seen so many students freak out when they hear the word grammar. They immediately get overwhelmed. They start feeling anxious. The word is kind of like a magic word that makes people feel anxious or, not enough or not good enough. And I just want to reframe grammar because I really like grammar. I call myself a grammar nerd, and I am. I just like it. I genuinely like it. I think it's very interesting. It's like a code. And that I really started liking grammar when I learned Spanish in college and in high school and college because I really got to see it, from a new perspective, and that really helped me enjoy grammar. And so I want you to think about grammar as just a bunch of signals. Grammar they're just signals so that you can understand what you're reading. And that's all they are. Even though I know that there's a lot of technical terms and that things can look intimidating if we talk about transitive or antecedent or predicate or dangling modifier or whatever that might be. I know these words can sound technical, they can sound intimidating, but I want you to know that they all refer to relatively easy concepts to understand. And the reason that they seem overwhelming and technical is not because they are, it's just because we don't see them on a day-to-day basis. Going throughout your daily life, on your way to the grocery store, you never run into an antecedent. So grammar language is on some level abstract. You can't touch it. We use it all the time, but at the same time you can't touch it. And so that's kind of what helps it to seem technical and then intimidating. But I want to promise you that they all refer to relatively easy concepts. So transitive, for example, is a verb transitive or intransitive? What does that mean? Oh my God. It just means, is there a noun right after it? Is there a noun right after the verb? Okay, good, then it's transitive. And we call that noun an object. And so, great, and the noun takes an object. Now, in terms of the SAT, that can be really important because you'll have a vocabulary question, for example. You have an empty space, and you have 4 verbs to choose from. And right after the empty space, there's an object. There's a noun. And so you know that the verb is doing the verb, whatever it is, to that object, to that noun. And that can help you, just thinking about it that way, can help you eliminate answer choices, or it might just make the correct answer just stand out like that. So the whole purpose of this video is to understand that grammar is not some big, magical, unknown black box. It is a system to help you understand what you're reading. It's just a bunch of signals. All right, so if you want an 800, then subscribe and hit the bell icon, and I'll do my best to help you. Watch for the next video. We're going to talk about the structure of the English language. And this is really important because you know it, but if you can't be overt about it when you need it, it'll cost you some points. All right, thanks for watching.